Majora's Mask is one of our favorite games, filled with mysteries and secrets that have fueled fan theories for well over a decade, many of which have gone unanswered or unconfirmed to this day. Who is or what was Majora, or the fierce deity? Who was the ancient tribe that created the mask for hexing rituals? Who is the goddess of time that everyone talks about? Does Termina even actually exist? Well, even the creator of the game, Aonuma, has contradicting statements on all of this, which just adds even more mystery to all of it. However, we are going to use real interviews from the creators of the game, the official Zelda encyclopedia, and the game itself to answer as much of this as we can. Thanks to the success of our last video on the top 5 biggest mysteries of Ocarina of Time, and the incredible support from our amazing Patreon supporters, here are the top 5 biggest mysteries of Majora's Mask. If you would like to see another video in this series focusing on even more mysteries, let's get those likes as high as we can. Then comment below to let us know what games we should focus on next. Before we get to our top 5, a quick bonus mystery: the Kokiri. Almost every race from Hyrule is represented in Termina, however the Kokiri are not. An odd theory suggests that since the Kokiri became the Koroks, perhaps they can also turn into monkeys. Yes, it sounds weird, but think about it. If a humanoid fish can grow wings and turn into a humanoid bird, the Zora turning into Rito, and human children that can never age and presumably live forever can turn into wooden spirits thanks to a magical tree, what is stopping humans from turning into monkeys? Honestly, a human is more related to monkeys than a mini tree spirit or a fish to a bird. So who knows, as wacky as this theory is, it could be true. And it would explain why in Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess, the Kokiri are gone, but the monkeys are the only race that are closely linked to the forest and want to help Link. In Twilight Princess, this can be taken a step further, as they inhabit what many believe to be the remains of the Deku Tree, with the symbol of the Kokiri found on the doors and other areas. Number 5. Who is the Goddess of Time? Throughout Majora's Mask, several people mention the Goddess of Time: Tattle, the Grateful Man, the Deku Butler, and others. Actually, before Link even leaves Hyrule, Zelda mentions her as well. When Link recovers the Ocarina of Time from the Skull Kid, he has a memory of Zelda teaching him the Song of Time and stating that he is to play it for the Goddess of Time so she will watch over him and aid him in his quest. It is believed the painting on the clocks of Termina is a sort of depiction of the Goddess of Time as well. So, who is she? The most common belief is that she is Hylia. We have a full video covering this, which can be found in the comments below, but to make it simple, in Skyward Sword, we are told the sealed temple used to be called the Temple of Hylia. The Temple of Hylia goes on to be called the Temple of Time. Inside the Temple of Time, or Temple of Hylia, is the Gate of Time and the Pedestal of Time, both of which allow Link to travel through time, depending on the game that you are playing. Adding to this, you are told to play the Song of Time on the Ocarina of Time to open the Gate of Time inside the Temple of Time, or Hylia. Another note to add is that in Skyward Sword, Fi gives this message from Hylia directly to Link: "He who seeks the sacred flames, listen well, for I am the one guiding you from my place at the edge of time." Hylia is sending a message from the edge of time, and everything relating to time is also related to Hylia. Again, we have a different video that goes much more in depth on this in the description. As alternative theories, some believe Nehru, Furore, or Sela may also be the Goddess of Time. Number 4. The Great War between Ikana and the enemy tribe. Here we have 3 mysteries in one. Who or what was the Ikana royal family? Who was the kingdom who defeated them? And what was the war about? In Majora's Mask, we come across the Ikana royal family, a clear counterpart to the Hylian royal family. Ikana was once known as a beautiful and proud kingdom, but was destroyed during a great war with a rival nation. The nation was only referred to as the enemy tribe. The only thing we know about the enemy tribe is that they sent spies to Ikana to collect information. While wearing the Gyro's mask, Link can fight and talk to the ghosts of these spies. Evidence suggests the enemy tribe is from a faraway kingdom because Captain Kida says he regrets losing a battle within his own kingdom of Ikana. What the war was over, we don't know either. The most popular theory suggests that the war was over Majora's Mask itself and took place both in Ikana Canyon and inside the Stone Tower Temple. Many believe the temple was created to hide and keep the mask safe, which we will get to later. But as for the war taking place inside the temple itself, King Ikana says, "Stone Tower is an impenetrable stronghold. Hundreds of soldiers from my kingdom would not even be able to topple it. It is far too reckless for one to take on such a challenge." This ties in perfectly to our next mystery. Number 3. Stone Tower Temple. The Stone Tower Temple is the 4th dungeon in Majora's Mask. Fans like to compare it to the Tower of Babel from the Bible. We actually have a theory that goes really in depth on everything you could possibly want to know about the Stone Tower Temple, and you can find it in the description and top pinned comment below. But because we don't want this video going on for 2 hours, we've shortened it just a bit for this video. The Stone Tower Temple had to be created for something, right? What was its purpose? To begin with, it's a temple. And the basic description of a temple is a building devoted to the worship or regarded as the dwelling place of a god or gods or other objects of religious reverence. So from there, we know it was created to worship and praise someone or something. Digging a bit deeper, some of the characters in Majora's Mask speak of the difficulty in just attempting to reach the temple, which we can confirm by making our own way there using Link. We learn even the trained soldiers of Ikana had trouble reaching it, and a fierce battle was fought inside of it. We are told by the king, when the doors of Stone Tower were opened, a curse flowed from its summit that laid waste to the entire region. So it would seem that a dark and evil power was locked inside. Perhaps a dark and evil power that people or a tribe worshipped? A huge statue or structure resembling Majora's Mask is found inside the temple, similar to how the statue of Hylia is found inside the Temple of Time, or what was once known as the Temple of Hylia. Just as the statue of Hylia was used to worship Hylia and the Master Sword, a holy weapon created by the goddesses that was sealed and protected in the Temple of Time, perhaps the structure resembling Majora's Mask was used to worship the Majora's Mask, which may have also been sealed and protected inside that temple. While this is only a theory, the similarities and comparison between the two can't easily be overlooked. Number 2. The Ancient Tribe. We have a real-world answer here, and an in-game or lore-based answer. Many Zelda games describe a dark, secret, and ancient tribe. It's an easy and convenient way to give backstory without having to put too much thought into the history of a group. Instead of coming up with a deep story, history of a new group, and having to keep it consistent with other groups throughout the games, Nintendo can just say an ancient tribe or an ancient group and be done with it. Leave it up to fan speculation and let their theories run wild. Yes, it is a cop-out, but it's true. In many interviews, Nintendo has even admitted this. They will focus on gameplay first, and once the game is almost done, they will come up with a story to tie it all together. So, to make sure their story seems thought out, they will just use the Ancient Ones, or the Interlopers, the Dark Tribe, or whatever they can come up with. Don't think because we're saying this that we hate Zelda in any way or are being negative. We aren't. We are just stating the truth, and Nintendo themselves have admitted this dozens of times. We love the Zelda series. I mean, if we didn't, we wouldn't be spending hours every day working on videos and sharing our love of the series. With all of that said, a lot of the time these ancient tribes end up having a lot in common with each other, and because of this, theories pop up suggesting that some of these ancient tribes may actually be the same group of people. One popular theory is that the ancient tribes spoken of in Majora's Mask are also the Dark Interlopers spoken of in Twilight Princess. Both tribes are spoken of using the same terms. Both are dark or shadowy magic users that create powerful masks. There is a bit more to it, but this is the basic example. And this is normally where I would say we have a video focusing on this theory that goes much more in depth on the topic, but we don't. However, if you would like one, just give this video a like and comment below telling us that you want a theory video. Number 1. Is it even real? Finally. Is Termina a dream world? Is it a parallel world? Is Link dead? Is Link alive? What about the 5 stages of grief? To make this simple, the creator of the game, Aonuma, has stated multiple times that Link is not dead in the game Majora's Mask. In fact, the director of the game, Yoshiaki Koizumi, when asked about Link being dead and the 5 stages of grief, he actually said If you play Majora's Mask and attribute the 5 stages of grief theory to the game, you are playing it wrong. He goes on to say that so many different emotions are attributed to each area of the game, and that only thinking of each area with one emotion isn't right. To further Link not being dead, Aonuma has confirmed that Link continues his adventure after leaving Termina. Aonuma, Shigeru Miyamoto, others at Nintendo, Zelda Encyclopedia, and the Hyrule Historia all confirm the theory that Link in Twilight Princess is the descendant of the Link from Ocarina of Time. They all confirm that this is true. Also, the hero shade that teaches Link his special abilities, that is the same exact Link from Ocarina of Time. Link in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask is a kid. If Link was to die before Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess would never have happened. Link, after Majora's Mask, grows old, has a family, and continues his bloodline. The skeleton that teaches Link the techniques in Twilight Princess is the skeleton of an adult, and his grave is next to the castle. As for Termina being a parallel world or a dream world, this is sort of true. Termina is a parallel world in the same sense that Lorule or the Dark World is a parallel world. It is a physical location that does indeed exist. There is a piece in the Zelda Encyclopedia that is unfortunately wrong and actually contradicts the games itself as well as the words of Aonuma, the creator of the game. We have to remember, the books are not written by Nintendo, and when Nintendo doesn't give them information, the writers just have to create their own truth. In this instance, it suggests that Termina is created once the Skull Kid puts on the mask. The problem with this, and how the game itself disproves it, is simple. When leaving Clocktown for the first time, we come across a tree before we reach the southern swamp. This triggers a cutscene with the 2 fairies and the Skull Kid. This cutscene takes place long before the Skull Kid even knows the mask exists. We see the Skull Kid under a log, hiding from the rain and shaking or crying. The fairies first find him there, and they become friends. The next day, the Skull Kid is seen happy, doing cartwheels and having fun with the fairies. It skips ahead in time, and he eventually comes across the Happy Mask salesman and steals the mask. If Termina was created only when he put on the mask, that cutscene and a few other cutscenes in the game wouldn't actually be able to happen. These are just a few examples of how, in this case, the books are wrong. HMK, Jesse, and other friends from the Zelda community have several videos up fixing a lot of the mistakes that the book has. I could go on, but at this point, I'm basically rambling out quotes and facts from the creators of the game and details from the game itself. So yes, Termina is a parallel world, but in the words of Aonuma, the creator of the game, it is a real, physical location, just like Hyrule. It is a parallel world in the same way that Lorule, the Sacred Realm, the Twilight Realm, and the other worlds are all real physical locations. Aonuma has described it all as thinking of it like a coin. On one side of the coin, where the light shines, is Hyrule and Hytopia. However, on the other side, we have places like Lorule, Termina, and the Twilight Realm. Hey everyone, it's me again, Elia Rose. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. And you know what? If you're a fan of videos like this, you should totally subscribe and give this video a like and comment below to let us know what type of videos you would like to see us create in the future. And if you would really like to support all of us here at the GameOverJesse channel, please consider purchasing a GameOverJesse t-shirt or becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can receive many rewards, such as getting shoutouts, having any topic or theory that you select discussed on the podcast or made into its own video, having your question answered, joining on as a guest on the podcast, and playing with us during our Twitch live streams at twitch.tv/GameOverJesse, and much, much more.